Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. How are we all doing? Good? Yeah, that's good then. Right, a few different jobs to do in the van again today. So, I don't know whether you've seen the last video. I reviewed a TV and I set the TV up in the last video as well. And the sound is absolutely horrendous. So I asked about a soundbar, and a couple of people mentioned different types of soundbars. But then I realised that I had a JVC one at home, which is a Bluetooth one as well, and various different connections on the back there. It does have a bass woofer with it, but we don't need that in the van. This will probably do. Now I've connected it to my phone and that sounded great. So now I'm going to try and connect it to the TV. I've got a few other little jobs I want to do as well. Let's open it up. Did you see that? Stuff falling out. See how that's sticking? Well, it's because that's another job. It's because we put these gas struts in here, and what it's done is it works fine, but can you see? I'll just point you up a little bit, and here it's actually sticking on the roof there. So sealing. The gap there is a lot smaller than the gap there, so the strut itself has pushed it up, which is not very good really. So I think I'm going to take it off, and you can see the different levels as well, and it's pushing it over. So it hasn't worked very well. So I think I'm going to take them off and try and come up with some other way of keeping these open. I mean, we do have this system, of course. Not wrong with that, is there, really? But we could do with not having to do that, so you can do it one-handed. I'll try and think of something, maybe something that comes out there. I don't know yet. We'll see. That's another. This tickly cough, it's driving me nuts. I've had it for weeks and weeks and weeks now. It's driving me insane. And as you've just seen, stuff is falling out the cupboard as well. So we want to try and get some baskets that'll fit inside there, and that'll keep stuff in order, won't it? So right, let's crack on, see if we can get this soundbar connected. So one of the things I wanted to know was how much electricity is the soundbar going to actually use, and the same with the router. I think I can turn that into a 12-volt thing if I want, but let's see what it's like plugged into the EcoFlow. So I'm going to have a look. We fully charged at the moment, so it says we've got 99 hours fully charged. So let's see what it does when we actually turn the inverter part of it on. See now, just by turning that on, it's actually gone down to only 58 hours of use. So see what happens when we plug things in. Where's the other thing? There it is. See if it makes any difference. 58 hours. We'll see. We are going to be going away for a few days. So I suppose I can just try it in the field, but on a sunny day like today I think we'd be alright with our solar panels. I've basically just gone on to the Bluetooth part of it, pressed pair, came along to the sound part of the TV, and I've pressed pair there. Well, I'm just about to. There it is. So we will see what happens. It says it's connecting. Paired. Right, let's get some TV up and see if it works.
Number one.
Well, there you go. I finally got the TV connected. Fest to the Wi-Fi. It seems like every time I put the TV on, I've got to connect it to the Wi-Fi again. Hope you can hear me above Spidey. So yeah, that's coming through the Bluetooth speaker down here. And it sounds really good. So that is the solution to having the crappy sound on this TV. And as you can, let's have a listen. You can have some flashy lights on if you want. There's the lights, come on. You can either have, there you go, blue flashy lights on the soundbar. Can't be bad, can it?
No.
Sounds pretty good. Let's have a look, let's turn it up. It certainly sounds better than the sound that was coming out of the speakers in the TV, because they were horrendous.
Are you okay?
Right, that's that job done. Next job. Let's go.
Come on. Oh my God.
It's actually saying it's not using any electricity whatsoever. But it's also saying I'm not getting in from the solar either. That seems to kick in when it gets down to about 97, 98% for some unknown reason. By the way, if you haven't seen this little router where I've got from 3 to 5G router, and the 5G round here where we live is pretty good in this spot. In fact, that's what I'm getting. Oh, that's no good. That's what I'm getting there, 300 nod, and it's only 9 upload, but I don't do that much uploading in the van, to be honest. If I'm away for a week or a couple of weeks, then yeah, I would, but I still think 9's not too bad anyway. So yeah, recommended. Right, I'm going to take this gas strut off. There was a successful mission with the TV and the soundbar, so let's see how this goes. I can't do much today because I've got a photography job on later. I have to go out and photograph the England match. That doesn't fit. Need a small screwdriver. And when I say the England match, I mean I'm going to the pub to photograph people enjoying the England match in England, in Hartlepool where we live. What team are you supporting? Are you Scottish? I mean, they're still doing all right. They drew last night. We play in Denmark tonight. We as in England. You might not even be from Europe. I mean, it's the Euros are on. You might be watching in the USA. I know 10% of the people who watch me are from the USA. So are you bothering watching the Euros at all? Do you even know it's on? And Australia as well, same over there. I'm guessing the matches will be in the middle of the night. Same in, no, it'll be earlier in America, won't it? In the USA. So what about local footy teams? Which footy team do you support? Of course, I'm a big Hartlepool United fan. And I go whenever I can, which isn't very often because I'm usually working Saturdays. Sometimes go to the midweek matches. Sometimes don't go as much as I used to. So who do you support? Let me know. Right, let's have a look. Did I decide this? Yeah, I need a small screwdriver. So yeah, Hartlepool United fan, which we're in the 5th tier of the English League now, I'm afraid. So we're not doing too well. We did get to the dizzy heights of the 3rd tier at one time. We were very close to going up into the 2nd tier, but we failed in the final, in the playoffs. I can't get in there. I'll have to think of a different way to do it. So do you know the story about the Hartlepool monkey? So we have a mascot who's called Angus the monkey. I'll stick a picture of him up there. And quite a few years ago, he decided it would be a good idea to put up as the mayor of Hartlepool, offering free bananas and the such. I don't think we ever got free bananas. And believe it or not, he actually got voted in. And he wasn't a bad mayor, to be fair, Stewie Drummond. He might be watching in Australia. He lives over there now. The mascot itself, Angus, comes from the hanging the monkey legend, which is a Hartlepool thing. If you don't know that, look it up. Basically, it was supposedly back in the Napoleonic Wars, a Frenchman, a little French guy, who they thought was a little French guy, got washed up on the shore in Hartlepool. Couldn't speak a word of English because he was a monkey, of course. They decided that they thought he was a French spy, so they tried him and hung him on the beach. I'll put a little picture there. In fact, we made a video about it about 12 years ago. So that's on one of my other channels. I'll also leave a link to that there. So have a look at that. Great old legend. Have you heard of it? Have you got a legend in your town? So I can't get at the screw. So I'm just wondering if I can pop that out just by tapping it. No, that's not working. I'm sure there's a way you can do it. Like there's a spring on it or something that you push up or press down. Oh, there we go. Is that coming out? Come on, lad. Out you come. It's nearly out. Well, it went in, so it must come out. There you go. We're getting there. There you go. Perfect. Right. I need one of my special sticks to hold it up. Hopefully it doesn't drop down and bang me on the head. I've already banged my head this morning, feeding the cat, bent down to get something off the floor. The fridge door had come open and I whacked my head, back of my head on the fridge. As you can guess, I wasn't highly amused. Poor little kitty cat, he was hungry. Do you know about the cat, by the way? We've sort of adopted this 22-year-old cat. It is the grand cat, really, Soapy Cat, because our daughter has gone off to live in Australia. Well, she's touring around Thailand and Japan and places at the moment for a month, and then off to Australia. So we've got this 22-year-old cat that we don't know what to do with when we go away camping. Who wants to look after a 22-year-old cat? I don't know. So we're thinking about taking him away just for one night, just to see what he's like in the van. I don't particularly want him crawling all over the place, but if we put a blanket over the bed, he can go on the bed. I know some people like cats in the beds and that. I'm not that keen with all the cat litter and stuff getting all over. So again, the kitty litter, where's that going to go? I think we're going to put it in the front, and he can just jump through, climb through and use it that. We'll see what it's like. Right, let's have a look at this door. Has it improved? How can I put that? That can just go in there. Right, so that's not shutting as it used to. It's not catching against it now. It is still touching the ceiling, but not as much. So why isn't that one closing now? Is it this thing? I don't know. So this is quite interesting. I can actually follow where my daughter is because I know she's got an AirTag. So for security as well, she decided to share AirTag with us. So I can actually see where she is, and it's just about to become night time where she is, which is somewhere in Thailand. About to fly somewhere, a name that I can't pronounce, Chiang Mai or something like that. So I'll be able to follow her and see where her bags end up. Very clever. Well, so I think what's happened here is this is warped in the heat, and you can see it's not closing properly there. Not sure why. This one doesn't have one on. I must have took it off, so that could work properly. I'll have to try and remedy that. And this is the one above the seating area, and this rattles when we're driving. I've never been happy with this one. You can see underneath there how warped that has become, and it doesn't close properly at all. This side shuts all right, you can see there, but this side, the state of it, it didn't help when we fastened it up because the ceiling's not, obviously it's not exactly straight. So if you look along the line, you can see it's not true. So yeah, I've never been happy with it. We normally have to tape it up when we're driving, which is rubbish. So I'm going to try and think of a way to stop that rattling as well. It'll just have to do for now until I make some new ones or buy some if ever I come into some money. I am owed a few quid, actually, just waiting for people to pay me, for clients to pay me. It's always the way, isn't it? So I've got a couple of different connector types, you know, the same type where I had up in the cupboard there. I was maybe trying and put a couple of them on. They're always a bit chewy to get in, and the screws that come with it are rubbish. Must remember that. And then I've got the magnetic type as well. And they feel strong there. You know, to try and pull it off, you have to like go to the edge. But when they're in situ, they always seem to fail, or I don't get them in the right position. So, I don't know. Let's have a try. do have a couple of baskets from they were in one of the other cupboards actually. I didn't know they were there, so I'm just wondering if they'll go in there, and that might stop the cups and everything from falling about. Let's have a try, see what they'll look like. Idiot. Don't get so much of it in these, but can't get much more than they're in. Well, they don't go in that way, do they? But they do go in that way. So I think that's pretty good. Obviously these plates aren't going to go in. You need a Brenda. Now, where the hell is she? So it's only going to take 2 of them. I think it's better. It's better, but of course I haven't got everything in. So, yeah, that's just going to fall out, isn't it? I give up. Brenda can do it. So I'm going to try putting one. Is that in focus? Is it focusing? Is it working? Yeah, well, I look blurry, so it must be focusing. Right, I'm going to try putting one of them down there. See if that helps it keep that closed. If it doesn't, I don't know. I went all yakka there. I deny me like. Right, let's get that screwed into position. I'm going to need me speckies on. It helps with the vision. Use that Brenda. Brenda can sort this out. She knows how to pack things. Are you going to pack this cupboard? She won't answer. She hasn't got any makeup on again. She won't.
You and your makeup.
She's pretty without her makeup on, isn't she? But she won't come on. She needs a slap on. You'll get a slap in a minute. You'll never get brown. It's not good for your skin though. It's good for my skin because I have psoriasis, and during the winter months it's just horrible. I hate it. But during the summer, because we've just been to Spain, if you haven't seen it, go back and have a look at them videos. They're a good laugh. And our friends in Spain, and it's Benidorm as well. And again, yes, I'm using inches today. Just because it was the closest. If it had been nearer a centimetre, I would have used centimetres, but there you go. We were brought up in a day and age where we used both. So I actually did an apprenticeship paving. I know it doesn't sound like it's an apprenticeship, but it was. And we sort of learned everything on the job as feet and inches. When we went to college, it was all in centimetres and millimetres, so you can imagine the confusion. Anyway, I've learned to use both over the years, and it just comes natural to use both. There, I told you she would get it all nice and neat, so that's the size we need then, eh? You can talk.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what...
See if it closes.
Yeah, that's trying. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, did that close properly there? Still not closing properly.
No.
That's why I'm putting that there.
Still have one glass, but that can still go there.
Perfect.
Oh. One more.
You should be in the more, Brenda. People like to see you.
You mean you want me to be in more?
Emails. I just got an email there. There's a job, photo job to do in the local mosque. It's a lovely mosque and the people are lovely, and they always do some lovely refreshments, some great curries and stuff, which is really nice. But sadly it's on the same day as the next England match. And they're wondering if I want to cover it. Well, guess what? I don't. Not while the match is on. Did it work? Not so much. Staying still for shut for a second. So I think I can just loosen these screws off there, pull it a little bit further forward, and that might do the trick. Right, I've unscrewed that, moved it further forward. Let's have a look. Oh, I thought it was going to work. Now, as soon as the van's going to start moving, it's just going to jiggity, jiggity, jiggity. Nah. I'll leave it on, see how it goes, but not a great show, I don't think. So I'm wondering if I can do the same kind of thing with this one. I'll show you underneath, because it's too hard to see from there, but I don't think we're going to have much success. We'll see. So this is the situation we've got here. It's just warped out of all control. So I was thinking if I put one of them on there, at least it'll stop it from what it's doing is jiggling like that while we're driving. We've been taping it up, but it's not ideal. It looks rubbish as well. So if I can put that onto there, that might stop it rattling a bit, mightn't it? We'll see. Let's do it. Got the speckies on again because I can't see a thing close up. I don't know about you, but as I've got older, my short distance seeing, my short distance is absolutely rubbish. But my long distance has got better. So I now no longer need to wear my glasses when I'm watching TV, which is weird, isn't it? So the optician tells me that your eyesight can improve as you get older. I never needed them until I was 40. I never needed them for distance or short, you know, long distance or short distance. And then all of a sudden, 10:40, and my eyes fell out. But like I said, as I've got older, they appear to have got better for the long distance. In fact, they said I no longer need them for driving. I do wear them for driving because I think it does make a difference. But I think, as the law stands, I don't actually need them. So, I'll just show you what I'm doing here. It's hard to hold the camera and screw at the same time. Awarenesses. Well, I'm just fastening that in there. There you go. Put the next bit onto there, that'll slot in there, and that of course will keep it shut and stop it from rattling. He thinks. And in the meantime, the lovely Brenda has made me a lovely cup of coffee. I did tell her though, seriously, haven't you recorded yourself turning the kettle on, pouring the water out, and all that carry on? That's the way us YouTubers have to do it, you know. Cheers. Oh, when my arms are aching tomorrow, remind me why. Right, let's try it. Oh, it appears to have worked. You know what, I like that idea so much. I've put another one in here and have a look at this. Oh, that's not going to rattle now. Superb. So I'm going to put one on the other side there. That one's always worked all right, the far one. This one looks a little bit wobbly. Yeah, put one there. And I'm going to put another one over there as well, just to double it up a bit. And yeah, I think that'll do. I'm just going to take this, the rest of this out, the gas strut thing. Failed mission that, I'm afraid. I think I've come up with an idea to keep these open. Right, we're going to put another one of them in there. And that'll be lovely. Right, proper lovely that. Don't know why I've gone all Yorkshire for some unknown reason. Why so hard? It's a bit of a guesstimate really where it goes, because you can't tell really until it's shut, unless I put a camera inside. Oh, that sounds like a sexy shot, doesn't it? Get it in, lad, get it in. I think a little bit further back. I've just realised there's one actually there. Let's try it. Seems okay to me. It's a bit of a fanny on mine, but it does appear to be working. Better than I thought anyway. Right, this is my little idea to stop the cupboards from falling down on our head all the time. And instead of the gas struts, just bear with me, it's just the prototype. Right, follow me into the van. So this is me plan. Tell me if you think I'm completely and utterly bonkers. I thought I would make like a little hinge thing, like this, and then that'll come up like that. Fasten that up there. When you open it, lift that up, and that should keep it open. There's only one way to find out, isn't there? We have these ideas, and we will see. Screw this together, see what happens. There's me saying again, see what happens. Now, this is just a prototype, so don't judge me. So this is the idea. Right, obviously it's too big. We'll try it. Right, I've cut it to size, but I think it's a bit of a disaster. It's not going to work. So my idea was, that opens up, goes in there. It's a little bit too long at the moment, but even so. Fail on a huge scale. So, different plan. But I've made a good one of these. Well, you know what? I think it's time. I got myself ready and went and photographed people watching the England match. I'll come back another day and try a different idea. If you've got any better ideas, just let me know. Right, I've decided to scrap the hinge part of it, and I'm just going to use some sticks. It's much easier. So I'm just cutting them out of this nice little bit of scrap wood that I had left, and I've tried them in. They look great. So I've got one more to do. Let's get on with that one. Glove on, because I keep cutting myself. Always use a straight edge, even though there's nothing straight in the van. You'll see why this is cut like this. Obviously it's just to make a little bit of a lip to stop it from falling off. And there we have it. Bit raggy at the moment, but it'll all get nice and sanded down to a lovely finish. Now, I don't know why I'm sanding everything by hand when I've got a perfectly good electric sander, but where is it?
Come to me, sander.
There you go, there it is. It's like Thor's hammer, isn't it? There you go, perfect. What it'll have to do. All right, let's try it in. Oh, before that, by the way, I've just remembered, I've set up one of them buy me a coffee things. So if you've enjoyed it, you know, and you fancy treating me and Brenda to a coffee, it actually won't be coffee, it'll probably be beer. We rarely drink coffee when we're away in the van anyway. So I'm going to leave the link just up there. It's floating about here somewhere. And I'll leave it down in the notes as well. So if you want to, you do. If you don't, you don't. I'll put your name up there if you do. Right, let's try this. Here it is. Goes in there. Solid as a rock. You can over-engineer these things sometimes when just a stick will do. Let's have a look closer up. So there you go. It fits in perfect. Look at that. Superb engineering. So that's it for this one, really. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and don't forget, give us a thumbs up and all that carry on. Just need to sand down the other two, fit in this one and that one. Actually, there's a third one, isn't there? There's a one above the seating area as well, but that's only a little one, so I'll have to remember to do that one shorter. So yeah, we will catch you next time. Bye bye now.